Hey guys, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. In between episodes I went out of my way and bought some new equipment because we leveled up at the end of the last one. So a couple of us are slightly more geared up, making the next couple of things a little bit easier. But to start this off, we are going to progress with freeing Amyro for Sahela, the elf in the cave. So we just need to come over here, and you can see he's stuck in a little cage here. Let's quickly talk to him.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf. This clown. You caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
So Amyro is actually innocent there. He didn't steal any supplies. So we need to come over this way. Over to this little bit here. We can see that Sibyl from the boat is just crouched there. Because this sleeping lizard up here is who we need to talk to.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak. Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a grovelling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Divinity leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, the dreams themselves prove to be quite elucidating. Turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you haven't seen that other world in all its glory. It is majestic, fit for a prince. Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer, a greater one, a more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
Now that Red Prince has spoken to him, we can talk to him to progress the mission for Amyro.
What? But it was... Please, tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close, so close. And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I have the good breeding not to mention it. Supplies? You mean the orange, I suppose. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Divinity than the citrus. It's all here, I'm afraid, on my person. You found your thief. But I am anything but one of those sniveling addicts you'll find creeping around the kitchen. I need to dream. Above all others, it is my vocation, my responsibility. Now, more than ever. Drudene, it makes you master of all you see when you sleep. The dreamer is not the play actor, but the playwright. It may be hard for you to understand. My kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Drudene to do it. Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Drudene, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation too.
Out of these three options, finesse is the one you're going to go for, because it is the only one that you cannot possibly fail, no matter your persuasion level.
But, and it won't be long before he'll have it, with all his thugs lurking about. They'd stick me in my sleep if they knew. Fine, take the Drudene. I'll find more. Another way. Somehow, we have to. For all our sakes.
Now we're just going to make our way back over to Griff, hand him back these supplies, and then he's going to send an assassin over to Stingtail, but we're going to get back there and save him before he dies. That way we can eke out a little bit more experience, which is always handy for getting those juicy level ups.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again. Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice squirts through his hands as he desperately rips through the rind.
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
This Griff is nothing but a thug. Don't give up Stingtail so easily.
I don't want Stingtail's blood on my hands.
Griff would kill a fellow over petty theft. Giving up Stingtail is no better than murder.
There's no repercussions for selling out Stingtail here, because we can just go save him afterwards, so nobody has to die, other than the assassin.
That's it. Your guy's free to go. He should be fine. Eventually.
We are just going to need to book it before Griff can let Amyro out, just so we can make it back to Stingtail in time. And then we'll end up getting into a quick little scuffle with an assassin. Shouldn't be too difficult though, especially not with 4 characters. Plus Stingtail helps out in the fight, but sometimes that's a bit of a detriment because he uses AoE spells. The fact that she turned invisible is always a no. We're just going to encourage, move over here, and then end turn. And we're going to see if the terrain here is always a little bit weird. So we're going to apply buffs our first time. Fortify to fame, and move 1 AP closer. And with Losa, we're just going to end turn, same with Fame, just until she can reveal herself, so we're going to delay our turn.
Show yourself.
Now that she's actually here, we can get started on it. How much armor does she have? 60? Should be able to break through that. Backlash, get in position, flurry. And then 1 basic attack. We might throw a fireball in our direction. That's a little annoying. Right. See if I've got anything to heal that with. Not quite with Red Prince, but that's okay. Because we can shield bash to get all the rest of our armor. And that'll stop. Knock her down. Before getting in position over here. I don't think there's any blood on the ground to summon Blood Infusion Incarnate, so we just summon a regular one. Totem. See if we can beat it with physical armor. Just a basic attack to follow up. Then, with the Incarnate, just 2 basic attacks here. up a bit, because I don't trust Stingtail not to explode me a little bit more. And hit them with a couple basic attacks. And a couple more. So deal with pain. No point in using checking for here because we can just finish her off with the red prince. And that's that fight done and dusted. So now we can use our bedroll before we die from the fire that Stingtail will put on us. Stardust is actually a really good find here. That's fantastic. Razzle Dazzle Grenade that sells for a decent amount of money. So that's something. Now after we've done that, just talk to Stingtail for another little amount of XP.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me. I do not have much to give, but I owe you all I have. Take this. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's always good. Now we can head back over to Amyro, who's still standing outside this cage because we just kind of abandoned him. Use that to top my health off. Stingtail's going to be useful a little bit later on because he's the Pyro Ender, which a 1 point dump into Pyro gets you 2 of the most useful buffing spells in the game, so I'm going to eventually do that.
I thank you. Very, very much. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But I have something more to ask of you. Yes, yes, I become fine. And so much more when you agree to finish what I start. Sahela, she is everything. A ruler, a seer, a knower, a child. She cannot be lost here. It is for all our people, for the world. Give me your map. I show you the way out. A secret, dangerous, but it leads to freedom. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell them Sahela is here. They will send help. Please. She is important. I go to her. I wish you good luck, and I thank you for us all.
Well, now he's going to head back to the cave to talk to Sahela, and we're going to follow him. Because if we talk to Sahela after Amyro's got back, then we can get ourselves a nice little mission renewal. Might take him a little bit to get there though, because he walks really slowly. So, in the meantime, I'm going to quickly check, see if Callias is selling anything useful. Selling a dagger. That is actually really decent for fade, so let's sell this Razzle Dazzle Grenade. Grab that dagger. And we'll grab another on-level dagger. This one. And we'll quickly give them to Fane. Just so he can deal a little bit more damage. More damage is always good. And that looks like Amyro's back, so we can talk to Sahela now.
She breaks into a huge, childlike grin as you approach.
One friend brings another home. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. But only you survive the passage. I see it. You are free. We must remain. I see your heart. You want only to help. But if you want to help me, you must go alone.
She squeezes your hand.
I do not forget you. Remember me too.
So as you can see, we get on-level rewards for that, which is fantastic. We that is actually fantastic for the Red Prince. I'm going to get him that. I'm going to give that to Red Prince. That plus the single-handed will increase his accuracy, so that he never misses unless there's something else affecting his accuracy, like an enemy's dodge chance, or if we've been hit by something that lowers our accuracy at all. And with that, we're going to do one more thing before we end the video, and that's come over here and go this way. We're going to go take on a little optional fight a little bit to the north, close to where we recruited Fane. Apologise for the slow movement speed. I will speed this up in editing, and I'll see you guys when we get back there. Right, so we're back to where we recruited Fane, and as you can see there's some poison on the floor here with some vines there. What I usually do is I use Battle Stomp to get rid of that poison, and then we'll climb. We're going to go up this way to progress to this little optional fight. And the AI doesn't like going through poison if they're not an undead, so that just makes it so they'll follow us. Let's talk to this little girl here.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. A wide grin cracks across the child's face through her tears, showing two big gaps where her front teeth should be. She laughs.
Yeah, Warrior Princess Coral. You're nice. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year, and then I'll learn it.
The child wipes her eyes and, grinning, plunks herself down on the earthen ground. She starts tracing shapes, hearts, stars, and diamonds into the dirt.
That's just a nice little bonus 100 experience plus magic scroll. Always useful to do that. So we'll come down this way, and as you can see, right down here, there's a giant turtle. Big old turtle boy and an even bigger one down there. They are going to become hostile in just a minute, so we are going to get everyone into position before starting this fight. God damn it. There we go. Right, so let's sneak with our archer, get him up to some high ground. With Losa, we will sneak over this way a little bit, so she's in range to start throwing down totems that can hit people. Then we'll link Fane and the Red Prince back up and just walk them down this way. As you can see, Losa and our custom character aren't actually in the fight yet, so with Losa we will come over here. That lets us conjure these, put it behind that giant turtle. Then with our main character we can use the high ground to our advantage. Hit the one that so that gives us a decent advantage to start with. Use backlash. It will drain his armour and turn him into that turn. The one that I shot an arrow at down there is crippled because I used the skill pin down. So we're going to go for this one instead. Throw our shield back, get rid of his armour, and then battering ram. So he can only target Losa with that, so that's nothing to be worried about. And summon it to make sure that it's not in the water, so that it's not an elemental one of any kind. and then just use a basic attack. Now it's our little incarnate's turn. We'll get to chase after this chicken. Stand in front of it. Now for our main, we will start sniping this one away over here. One more shot, it should be dead. Excellent. Now you can hit this one. And I think one more shot should do this as well. Now these do explode when they die, so Red Prince will get hurt a little bit. And we can hit that one from here. See if we can walk over here and snipe it from here. That can. Great stuff. And now he's Big Turtle again. So let's get some backstabs on him. Easy peasy. And now we will rechain everyone up. Reorder it because I like my custom character to be at the top. And we'll just loot a little bit because that Big Turtle drops a unique wand, which is going to be handy for Losa to deal a little bit extra damage when she can't summon things. This one right here, the Turtle's Claw. It is only level 2, but it is better than what she's got, so it's something at least. And water essence for that. Water essence is actually pretty handy, because if you have a sheet of paper, water essence and life essence, you can create resurrection scrolls, which as we know I'm bad at this game, so resurrection scrolls are always good to have. Now this chest is locked, but we've been leveling Thievery on Fane, so we can pick it with his finger and get some more loot. But that one is none of it's good, so we can sell that later. And a crafty book. Whenever you see one of these, just read it. You learn some new recipes, which is always good. And we can fast travel back to the square, and that'll be us for today. A little bit of a shorter video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to let me know. Thanks for watching.